Welcome back to the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you very much for joining us. And right now we have a couple of special guests with us, Bob Galamba and Susan Galamba. And we're here to talk about a big event that's coming up I'm going to be involved with. It's the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is going to take place on Sunday, October 3rd. The walk's going to start and end in the parking lot of Building 40 at 9401 Indian Creek Parkway in the Corporate Woods out in Overland Park. The venue opens at 8 o'clock. The Promise Garden ceremony is at 9 a.m. and the walk starts at 9:15. You could register online and then utilize the Walk to End Alzheimer's mobile app. And if you want to join my team, Team SSJ, go to 810WHB.com, look for the logo, click there, it'll take you right to the team page, and you can sign up to walk on my team. So, Bob, Susan, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning. We're great.
I'm very excited about this. So tell me a little bit, just first let's talk about the walk, and then tell me why we're walking and give people a better idea of why it's so important to come out and support this great event on October 3rd.
So the Alzheimer's Walk is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's care, support, and research programs. Kansas City's walk started in 1989, and at that time we raised about $149,000. Our goal today is $650,000.
Wow. And Susan, tell us a little bit more about the walk and why it's so important for people to come out and join my team, join any team, create their own team, or just be a part of the big walk.
Well, it's so important because of just the awareness of Alzheimer's and other dementias. It is affecting so many people it's not just older people, it's affecting younger people. It affects caregivers, those who have been diagnosed. And it's the awareness of not only the disease, but specifically the resources that are available that people don't know about. So, for example, if you go to the Alzheimer's Association website, and specifically the Heart of America chapter, for the local chapter, the resources that are available are amazing. There's a 24/7 hotline that you can call if you're having a problem, an issue, a concern. Somebody will be there for you. They will help you get through it, and they will provide you resources. And that is something that's just so important, is to know what's available, how can you find help, and you're not alone.
Now, again, people can get more details on the walk, alzwalkkc.org, and you can go to 810WHB.com, find the logo, click there if you'd like to specifically join my team. And one of the main reasons why I was really excited to get involved is, I talk a lot about my grandparents who were both from Mexico that were almost like another set of parents to me. And towards the end of their lives as they got older, my grandmother had a long battle with Alzheimer's, and then eventually my grandfather did as well. And for a long time, it was, didn't talk about it too much. And it was very difficult on the family and everyone to have to go through that. And we talk about just, the patients that suffer through Alzheimer's, but the families also go through this as well. And so tell me both a little bit more about the different, like you said, services that are available. People don't know everything that's out there that could help not only the people that are battling Alzheimer's, but the families that are helping them go through this battle. And I do think it's very important. Hopefully we'll get some people out there, because I've been surprised when I bring this up. There's so many people that have been touched by Alzheimer's in one way or another, and I think we're going to see that by a tremendous turnout on October 3rd. But Bob and then Susan, tell me a little bit more about why it's important to come out and get more information and spread the word and spread awareness, because it's something that so many people at different levels are going through.
So my mom, Stephen, battled dementia, advanced stages of dementia, for probably 10 years. And it was a progressive disease, and I was her primary caregiver. So I really lived it and her struggles. And she was a very vibrant woman, residential agent, had been a championship tennis player. And to see the life kind of dissolve or sucked out of her through the dementia. So I decided after that I had to get involved, and got involved both on the board of directors and now with Susan as the chairperson for this walk. And raising funds for research, for the care, for the helpline that Susan mentioned, is so important.
And Susan, just elaborate on that and why it's been important for you to be involved, and how I do think it can be therapeutic for people to come out and understand that there are so many people that are going through something similar, and to be able to rely on others to, almost as a support system.
So it's really interesting that it is so hard on the individual who's going through the transition, especially when they're going through the transition. In some ways, it's actually harder for the family member, the caregiver, because they recognize what's happening. And I can tell you that during the periods of my husband being the caregiver, there were sometimes he felt like he was at his wit's end, and I'd say, okay, well, I'll take over, let me do it. And I'd do it for about 48 hours, and I said, okay, I'm giving it back to you. It's so hard. And to know that there's actually an organization that not only that you can call, but they actually have adult daycares, they have people who can come into the home and help you, because part of being a caregiver is actually sometimes being able to get away. And that can be the hardest thing. I have family members that, because they're advancing in age, they're cognitively declining, and so that's kind of an early onset. But to know that there are resources to help even go through that process is important. And like anything else, you need the funds to be able to have the resources, and that's what this walk is doing.
And again, for more information, go to alzwalkkc.org. You can go to 810whb.com, look for the logo, click on that, and there you can join my team and walk with me and my family on Saturday, October 3rd, which is Sunday, October 3rd, which is going to be a wonderful event. There's a couple of things I wanted to point out just to make sure people know. Obviously, it's very challenging to put on a big event with everything that's going on in the world today, but while we're going to be out there in person, the health and safety of all the participants, staff, and volunteers remain the top priority. Decisions are going to be made about event details to keep the event as touchless as possible. So if you're worried about that, everything's going to be done with those best interests at heart. And so register online before the event and use your mobile phone to register at the event. So that helps with that. Also, I mentioned that there's going to be a Promise Garden ceremony. It's a mission-focused experience that signifies the solidarity in the fight against the disease. And I'm really looking forward to being a part of this, because the different colors of the Promise Garden flowers represent people's connection to Alzheimer's. Like I said, it touches so many people, different people at different levels. Purple represents that you have Alzheimer's. Yellow is a caregiver for someone living with Alzheimer's or another dementia. Blue signifies that you have Alzheimer's or another dementia. Or orange, supporting the cause and the vision of a world without Alzheimer's and other dementia. So that takes care of everyone. Everyone's invited. Everyone can be involved at a different level, and so that everyone's represented in that ceremony, Bob.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
you know, Stephen, if people don't have the funds to donate, but they want to get involved, there are all sorts of opportunities to volunteer, even on the walk day, to help set up, to break it down.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
if you don't have the funds to donate, but you want to be involved, go to the Alzheimer's website, the Walk to End Alzheimer's for Kansas City, and absolutely, please volunteer.
Again, the walk is Sunday, October 3rd. It's going to, the venue's going to open at 8 o'clock. It's out at Corporate Woods in Overland Park, Building 40, 9401 Indian Creek Parkway. Venue opens at 8. Promise Garden ceremony at 9, and then the walk starts at 9:15. Please register online and then utilize the Walk to End Alzheimer's mobile app. It's a 1 mile and a 3 mile route, both offered. And again, you can go to alzwalkkc.org, or if you want to join my team, Team SSJ, and walk with me and my family, you can go to 810whb.com. Click on the link there for the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and you can join my team. I'd love to have as many people as possible walking with me in this Walk to End Alzheimer's. And so before we run out of time and let you go, again, Bob and Susan, thank you so much for being here with us. Tell people again why it's important to come out and support this cause and be involved with this wonderful event.
It's all about research. It's all about care. It's all about both supporting those going through with the disease as well as the caregivers. we need to, as we've said, we need to raise funds in order to provide those services.
Susan?
It's important to be there to show the support for those you know and those ultimately who may end up getting the disease or becoming a caregiver.
And more than ever, we need to come together to support all those affected by Alzheimer's and other dementia. And again, alzwalkkc.org, or go to 810whb.com and click on the link, and you can join my team Sunday, October 3rd. The venue opens at 8, and then the Promise Garden ceremony, and you're definitely going to want to be there for that, is at 9 o'clock. It's Building 40, 9401 Indian Creek Parkway in Corbett Woods in Overland Park. Bob, Susan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to be a part of the walk on October 3rd.
Look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB.